Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, 2025 air race tickets marked down for double class drop. Europe extends leaded AvGas approval to 2032. U.S. building its own fleet to operate deportation flights. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Helen Blee. Let's get into today's stories. 2025 air race tickets marked down for double class drop. The Reno Air Racing Association is offering its apologies to fans for the double class withdrawal from this year's National Championship air races. This comes in the form of 10% ticket refunds on existing orders, a 10% price drop on all new tickets, and the option to seek a complete refund or deferral to 2026. The sport class was the first to remove its name from the competition. The class includes everything from sport planes to highly modified experimentals, and its rapid growth in recent years has added new layers of complexity to course design and safety protocols. The announcement, which came in mid-July, shared that the withdrawal was due to operational concerns revealed in recent practice sessions. Around a month later, the Unlimited class followed suit. The association noted that the decision was not surprising given the logistical hurdles of relocating an event. This will be the first NCAR outside of Reno, Nevada in over 6 decades. The class itself cited safety, operations, and sustainability as key reasons for sitting out the Roswell round. Organizers maintain that the two classes are a vital part of NCAR and are already sorting out their returns to the competition, hopefully by next year. After the break, Boeing discussing 500 aircraft deal with China.
The legendary BD4-seat program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more detail.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Boeing discussing 500 aircraft deal with China. Boeing is reported to be in talks with China for the sale of up to 500 commercial aircraft to the country's airlines. Securing a deal of this magnitude would be a significant boost to the manufacturer. Boeing has not commented publicly on the talks, but closing the deal may depend in part on relieving the tariff deadlock between the U.S. and China. Boeing had been delivering increasing numbers of 737 MAXs to China, but when the tariff situation worsened, China halted its deliveries. Florida A&G wing gets first F-35. The F-35 rollout continues to trickle down into Guard units as the first of many rolled into hangars of the 125th Fighter Wing of the Florida A&G. The unit has been operating the F-15C D Eagle for years now, but they've been hard at work transitioning into the new metal for some time now. The Thunder, or the 125th, is expected to receive more F-35s as a phased delivery plan, giving them a little time to digest the new aircraft. FAA denies petition to give Austin Airport Class B status. Austin officials have been urging the FAA to review their almost year-old petition to boost the local airspace designation to a Class B. The agency has finally given them an answer, and it's not the one they had been hoping for. Representative Lloyd Doggett had plenty to say about the decision. Quote, "An unresponsive FAA took almost a year to deny an application to make our airport safer. That could have helped in the last near-catastrophic collision between an American Airlines jet and a small Cessna." End quote. University of Central Arkansas Aviation Academy opens new doors. A grand opening of the Bill Cope Memorial Hangar greeted visitors last Friday when the University of Central Arkansas Aviation Academy opened its doors for the first time. The new hangar was a privately funded project spearheaded by the UCA Foundation. Simmons Bank chipped in and exercised their naming prerogative in memory of Bill Cope, the bank's chief pilot for 5 years until his passing in 2024. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Europe extends leaded AvGas approval to 2032. The 3 largest European suppliers of leaded AvGas were recently granted an extension to the EU's ban, securing 100 LL production until April 2032. The first of the 3 approvals granted for Shell came from the European Commission's REACH Committee on June 26th. It passed with 26 votes in favor, 1 abstention, and none opposed, effectively securing Shell's 100 LL supply chain for the next 7 years. This decision, of course, comes barring any new regulations or the rapid adoption of unleaded alternatives. Similar applications from Warder Fuels and Trafigura are expected to get the green light. The extension didn't happen on its own. It followed years of coordinated lobbying from IAOPA Europe, GAMA, Europe Air Sports, and ERAC. For pilots and operators, the extension is a weight off their shoulders. There's no looming risk of fuel shortages, no urgent requirement for costly engine conversions, and no mass groundings of aircraft that rely on high-octane AvGas. Operations can continue more or less as normal until at least 2032. Still, the decision is more of a delay than a solution. Europe plans to phase in unleaded replacements, ideally in sync with the U.S. rollout of GAMI's G100UL. But we all know how that's going. G100UL is FAA certified but only available at a handful of American airports, with most major GA manufacturers turning a blind eye. After these messages, U.S. building its own fleet to operate deportation flights.
It's time to upgrade your power plant to the first FAA-certified clean sheet engine design in over 60 years. Delta Hawk's jet fuel-powered liquid-cooled turbocharged engine produces turbine performance at 40% better fuel efficiency of typical reciprocating engines, while also achieving exceptional reliability and significant reduction in cost of ownership. Reserve your engine package today at deltahawk.com.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Welcome back. U.S. building its own fleet to operate deportation flights. DHS may be looking to create its own sort of airline for deporting illegal immigrants, aiming to cut the expenses of chartering aircraft. The agency would need to almost double the fleet it currently charters to meet its target number of deportations. The department currently contracts 8 to 14 aircraft at a time, staging them from bases in Texas, Louisiana, Florida, and Arizona. These are typically Boeing 737s or older MD-80s for routine flights, larger wide-bodies like 777 for high-risk or long-range missions, and smaller Gulfstream jets to fill in on sensitive transfers. The costs add up quickly, with daily scheduled charters running about $8,577 per flight hour. High-risk charters can range anywhere from $6,929 to nearly $27,000 per hour, depending on the aircraft type. ICE Air, the DHS division responsible for removals, currently transports approximately 15,000 migrants per month using this system. But the administration's stated target is 30,000 to 35,000 deportations each month, more than doubling today's numbers. To do so, officials estimate that DHS would need around 30 aircraft fully dedicated to removals. Funding is, of course, part of the problem. It's not as big a roadblock as many would expect due to Congress recently approving more than $75 billion for DHS, including $30 billion earmarked for deportation efforts. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.